Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunbil Empire. In our last episode we have been fighting this defensive holy war against the Byzantine Empire, and we had quite a few very close and even unsuccessful battles in here, but we managed to win the biggest battle, just barely, and as a result we're up to 49% in our favour. We would be able to get a white peace now, but we would like to try to hold out for 100% and a substantial war reparations payment if we can. So I think we should probably try and fight this other army here, though actually 3,000 of this is neutral. I think they would still fight against us if a battle happened. See where they're headed, probably into the war goal. Let's see, our retinue here is still reinforcing. It has a maximum of about 3,000, or exactly 3,000, so we can't really afford to attack this army with it, even if it was fully reinforced. I think we'll just send half of this army. I think we've killed most of the Byzantine forces, so we should be safe enough to split up our armies a bit. Actually, they're down to 20,000, so they're not completely destroyed here. They haven't apparently been distracted at all by the Catholic Crusade for Greece that has been called as well. Let's see how that's going, incidentally. It's 9% in favour of the Emperor, okay. Alright, so they're retreating to the next county over here, which is fine. I wonder if we sent this army, we could get there first. We couldn't. I think we'll just send the whole army down here then. And we'll just attack them in here. We are crossing a river, but... or not crossing a river, rather, but attacking into mountains. I think we should be okay. We should be safe to move our retinue up here as well and rendezvous with the rest of our army. That gets us to 55. And I think we should be getting ticking war score in our favour at this point. Yeah, we're at 10% already, so that's fine. And now I guess we just start sieging things. Let's keep an eye on how our holy war is going as well. Looks like it's almost entirely friendly armies over here, or armies on our side. Not sure if there's a... yeah, he's only got about 2,000 troops available, so probably is going to lose that, even though it's at minus 13% right now. He doesn't have very many people on his side either. Oh, successful Great Holy War. Already, okay. Apparently captured the Sultan. The Sun has granted satrap Zakaria of Esfahan victory in the Great Holy War for Egypt. Against the Sultan, High Priest Hissen has called for a month of celebration across the whole pagan world. Praise the sun. So that's kind of annoying, because he was one of our most powerful vassals already, and now he's gained a whole additional kingdom. Let's look at our direct vassals map mode. So, yeah, he had basically 2 large duchies in here. Now he's gained however many there are in Egypt, another 5. So this could be a problem, actually. His relative strength is way out of line. You need to appoint a new Grand Vizier as well, apparently. This guy has 31 diplomacy, good lord. Let's appoint him. My regent has managed to push through a law lowering the crown authority in the Zunbil Empire. Well, that's no good. So we're down to minimum. Which actually is pretty bad. That means that we are not able to revoke titles or appoint army leaders. Though I guess it will increase vassal opinion. We are going to have to raise that again later, I think. But not being able to revoke titles is especially bad considering we just gained such a dangerously powerful vassal here. The reason being, of course, that we would probably like to revoke some or all of his titles. If we were able to. And we have a Sunni uprising. Perhaps in our newly conquered land in Egypt? No? Oh, over here. Alright. Well, I think we'll just ignore that for the moment. And let's see, we don't want to take attrition over here if we can help it, so let's take half of this army and get it out of here. So that's a bit dangerous considering the amount of troops the Byzantines have. Still 20,000-ish. In fact, it might be the right move at this point to disband and re-raise all of our troops, since we could about double our numbers or more if we were to wait a few months. So maybe we'll do that. We are still getting a ticking war score in our favor. So as long as we don't let them actually siege any of the war goal, we're still moving in the right direction. They come from smaller farms, some with a goat or a pig to sell, some with only a with only a bushel of vegetables or fruits, others with a whole wagon of produce. The peasants sell their produce inside the city walls, but the burghers protest against it and want to forbid it. So we can have in Farah, one of our capital duchy counties, get local revolt risk increased but greater city tax, and make the mayor like us. Or we can annoy the mayor. I think we'll take the city tax. Unless there are no cities in here. There's one city. I think we can afford 1% revolt risk. Probably not a big deal. Okay, so let's disband here. We'll move our retinue. Let's see, we don't want to stray too close to the Sunni uprising either. Retreat it back to the mountains over here. So the good news, I guess, is that the king here is, even without the 75% that we're getting right now, going to be relatively happy with us. We have marriage ties, we have a decent amount of prestige and good state diplomacy. So he's unlikely to join factions even after the defensive holy war is over. But we are definitely going to have to take steps to reduce his power. Okay, so we'll definitely wait until May before we re-raise our troops here. Didn't actually get that many more, but we do probably outnumber the Byzantines at this point, so I think we can definitely afford to re-raise. Let's disband the troops in a precarious situation over there. I want to get them caught by the Sunni revolt. And I think we should be safe enough to have the rest of you go over here. And we'll start our other troops on their long march. And I think we got everyone. We probably actually have some over here in Egypt. It's only 700 though, so we'll disband them for the moment. And we collected a tithe, which is always good. So it's looking like we might not have even needed to re-raise all these troops. The Byzantines haven't sent the rest of their army against us, at least not yet. Probably dealing with the Crusade, if I had to guess. They are winning by 20% there. How many characters are in this on the Pope's side? Quite a lot, actually. Though not too many kings. Trondelag and Kent. Kent, I think, is actually a duchy. So there's quite a few characters, but probably not that many powerful ones. Most people have good hearts. A stranger is just a friend I have yet to meet, so I'm going to become kind. Our regent is not kind or cruel, so who knows what will happen. I think I'd prefer to be kind, if possible, given the choice. My guardian Zand took me over the knee and beat me with a stick for my trusting and weak nature. Okay. We are not going to be kind. Fair enough. Okay. Our vassal Shah of Sind has inherited something. And our half-brother and our current heir is now of legal age. Became a charismatic negotiator. So we should get him married. And I guess we'll try to find somebody with a good genetic trait, just in case we end up playing as him and his descendants. I guess this strong 25-year-old will do. And speaking of getting people married, it's probably not too late, or not too early rather, for us to get ourselves betrothed before all of the good characters get taken. So we'll try to find somebody around our own age. A strong 10-year-old would be pretty good. Quick, not so much because we're quick ourselves, I think. Would prefer to find a genius if there's one available. 11-year-old genius. She is Russian and Slavic, so not ideal, but we could always probably convert her once we're married. Yep, I think that will be our choice. We'll get that arranged. Okay, we will... let's see. Prestige is pretty helpful. Still, we're not maxed out on our opinion bonus. Though we are losing money as well, so there's arguments being made for that. I think we'll just take the prestige. So our first 10,000 here we'll send off to start sieging some Byzantine land. I think we'll divert another army down here to deal with the Sunni uprising. So we have more troops together. I have a county converted. Let's see, where is our diviner working? Here. And that is not converted yet, so he can stay there. So I guess I didn't actually mention, but with the victory in the Great Holy War here, we have gotten our 5th and final holy site under our control. It is over here in Cairo. I'm not sure which of these holdings exactly. Heliopolis, probably. So that is good. And you have just succeeded in your mission, okay. Let's get him off to here, say. let's not actually have them go that close. We'll just have them meet up over here for the moment. Be a little bit safer. Still no sign of any further Byzantine armies, so between some sieges and the ticking war score, hopefully we should be able to press them all the way to 100 and get our payoff without having to fight any more battles. I think 11,000 here is going to be plenty. There is apparently a river crossing between those counties. Not Bostra, so we'd have to go all the way around, I think, if we wanted to come in without a river crossing. Actually, we can go in from Sinjar, that would be fine. A little bit out of the way, but we would be alright. They are going to take the top holding probably, but that's not a big deal. Okay, it looks like the Byzantines have just lost a battle over there. And there's a large Christian army sieging some land. Maybe the crusade is turning around. Not quite yet, still 21% in favor of the Emperor. How is he doing for levies currently? Down to 16,000. Alright, so we won our battle against the Sunni uprising. They are retreating over here. We will follow, of course. And again. Alright, we'll enforce our demands and execute this troublemaker. And actually, we won't send this army over here, we'll bring it up closer to our other armies in case we need to actually fight and use them for reinforcements. Okay, our satrap is usurping things. I guess he can do. And Alexandria has been converted over here in Egypt. Okay, so we're trying to become kind again. Most people have good hearts. A stranger is just a friend I have yet to meet. We'll see if our guardian does the same thing as previously. Apparently he's going to let us become kind this time. Won a siege and took some prisoners. We were up to 90%. Changing his centralization. And we have about 7,000 troops here. Possibly coming this way. So I don't think he's going to be too willing to attack any of our armies here in the mountains. Or at least he shouldn't be. Oh, that was the only enemy holding in there. Okay, we control the lower ones. So let's head over here. Actually, we probably don't even need to, since I imagine we'll be at 100% before this army can finish the siege. We'll just wait here in case we need to reinforce any of these counties. But we're actually going to have to wait to conclude this war until the next episode because we're out of time for now, so thanks for watching, and join me again then.